Is the Frierdiker Rebbe Moshiach ben Yosef? Did the Rebbe ever say that?
To my knowledge, I don't think the Rebbe ever said explicitly about the Frierdiker Rebbe Moshiach ben Yosef. However, let's try and understand a little bit Moshiach ben Yosef and see a little bit the concept of it. The Rebbe did refer to the Frierdiker Rebbe as Moshiach, just in a general way. However, let's look what Moshiach ben Yosef means in short in the time we have. According to the Gemara, we know that the Arizal was definitely referred to as Moshiach ben Yosef, and the Rebbe explains it, the reason why. Because the Arizal taught Kabbalah, and that's the preparation for the coming of Mashiach, and that's why he's called Moshiach ben Yosef. The Mittler Rebbe was known by Chassidim, he was called Moshiach ben Yosef. And again, the reason is because Moshiach ben Yosef is the one who prepares the world for the Gula, and that happens through teaching Chassidus, which that was what the Mittler Rebbe taught Chassidus in abundance. There's very much about Moshiach ben Yosef, Moshiach ben David, but just in short points. According to the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, the idea of Mashiach ben Yosef is the one who prepares the world for the coming of Mashiach ben David. Mashiach ben Yosef is also known in other places as Mashuach Milchama. He's like the one who's anointed for war. Meaning he's the one that brings the world to the state of Geula, to the state in which there can now come Mashiach ben David, who brings the world to who actually brings the actual Gola. So Mashiach ben Yosef is a preparation for Mashiach ben David that prepares the world for the state that now Mashiach ben David can come. According to Chassidus, it's also connected with the two spheres of Yesod and Malchus. In general, Yesod is the sphere that draws down godliness into the world, whereas Malchus is the one that actually reveals godliness in the world. And that's the same idea as Mashiach ben Yosef, Yosef being Yesod, which is the concept of preparing, bringing down godliness so that the world should be in a state that it's ready for Mashiach ben David, who actually reveals godliness in the world. Now that being the case, we know also that the Frierdiker Rebbe's Sfira is the Sfira of Yesod, and his name was Yosef, and the idea of the Frierdiker Rebbe, the Rebbe did refer in various siches as the one who prepares the world and brings the world to the state of Geula in which Mashiach ben David can come and actually reveal Geula in the world. So that concept is definitely there in the Sichas, and is there in when you see the actual actions and the actual function of the Frierdiker Rebbe was to prepare the world for that. It's interesting that in some places there is even an idea that Mashiach ben Yosef and Mashiach ben David can be the same person or the same neshama, whereas first he does the function of Mashiach ben Yosef preparing the world, and then he becomes Mashiach ben David. But the general idea is definitely that what we've seen, the Rabbeim up until now, and specifically the Frierdiker Rebbe, prepared the world and set the stage for our time in which we finally will reveal the actual Shechina down here, which is the Sfira of Malchus, the idea of Mashiach ben David.